Okay, so obviously, knowing you, you've always been a very deep person. And when you speak and you talk about things, there's always metaphors, and it's no different than in the room. A lot of metaphors, a lot of underlying issues. One of those is spoons. So, you know what? I'd like to know, and I'm sure a lot of people would like to know, what is the significance of the spoons?
Spoons.
Besides eating.
Okay, let me tell you this way. Let me ask you a question before I answer your question. Okay, what do you have first? What kind of spoon did you have? Plastic or what kind spoon did you have?
I kind of stuck to the traditional silver spoons. I grew up with a silver spoon.
Okay, what before silver, what was it?
I don't do plastic, so I'd have to go way back. I'd have to say wooden spoons.
That's correct, the wood spoon. Okay, we not even rehearsed this, but you know about it. Now, in today's society, if you look at plastic spoon, look at how far we go. But at the same time, the symbolism to respond to your question is plastic is very harmful for your body. But at the same time, if you look at the plastic what we made in America, let's say 10 years ago compared to today, two different things.
That's right.
Today, you can eat from plastic spoon and you will not get a certain allergy, for example. I'm familiar with that. Why I'm familiar? Because I studied this. As you know, I studied psychology.
I was just going to say that.
So it's again, this is symbolism, also survival as well. Think about it, what we can do, how we can improve. Again, this is one of our tiny little thing in the room where people can connect together. And you can ask me other question. It'll be the same thing. We can write a book about it.
What I think is really great about this movie and about you as an actor, writer, director is that you really, I feel, took this story that's really from your heart. It's not. You didn't create it to make money, or you didn't create it just to say, oh, I'm going to make a movie that's going to make money. This really came from you. Like, you talk about psychology, and there's a psychologist in the movie. You really brought yourself into this. And I think that's what has really touched all the fans, is they're seeing something really original that's on screen.
Well, the room connects, and then it's, again, let me tell you something else that you probably know. You've been in the 7th anniversary of the room, and sometimes the ship is sinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So what do you think about that? You see?
I don't think it's sinking.
Well, it's not sinking, but it was sinking. As I'm saying, the ship was sinking at the time when where we shot the room. I don't know if you remember, but let me refresh you a little memory about people actually were striking because of the room. We lay off full-time crew, as you know, the crew quit, and we have roller coasters. Remember Juliet was crying, and
oh yeah, that was.
You don't remember this now. You see, I remember. That's the thing.
That was a roller coaster.
So what do you do if you're at a time where your ship is sinking, you the captain, and what do you do? And after 7 years, people come to you and say, can we have a credit because we work on the room for 2 hours or what? Well, I'm sorry, you don't get a credit from me, okay? As far as I know.
Yeah, well, I was glad I had my life preserver.
And Greg, I commend you. And by the way, let me say this openly. I commend you, I commend Juliet, and all the actors. Also Claudette, people forget she was one of the best actress.
Is she still alive?
She's still alive, as far as I know. Actually, I want to send her a couple of roses, believe it or not, because
she survived breast cancer.
Yes, she did. We're laughing about it, but this is another symbolism what people don't realize. But speaking about Claudette, as you know, she was such a dedicated actress. I don't know if people realize that she was from the beginning. She was almost 1 year with me. Okay. This is such a unique actress, very dedicated, and she saw all these people comes and goes. It's just too bad. What I want to say for you, Greg, as well, the others. I'm still alive. Oh, lucky me, huh? That it's too bad that people don't realize that sometimes small project can be very big project. And again, I'm happy for. Thank you all the fans for supporting, and hopefully you guys will support my project the rest of your life because I support my fans. All right.
Okay, so obviously this film deals a lot with infidelity.
Yeah. I know what you want to say. I know exactly what you want to say, but continue. I'm listening.
Have you been there before on either side of that?
Of course, we all been. I have information for all of you guys, all America. We've been Johnny's, we've been Lisa, we've been everybody. Everybody what you see characters, I bet you've been there. I will bet my beautiful car. I will not tell you what car I'm driving.
Well,
okay?
Don't jinx me yet, because I don't think I've been there yet. I don't want to. Because based on the movie...
Well, wait a minute. I didn't jinx you, but I'm just saying you've been there indirectly.
Maybe you're right.
So what I'm saying... Well, let me ask you this way. 2 is better than 3, right? Did you have any relationship, forget the room for a moment, between you as a friend to another friend, and this friend betray you because the third person come out? Yes or no?
Not yet.
Please don't lie.
Or...
Please, I can feel that vibration. I have electricity.
Maybe I've erased it from my memory.
Oh, that's good. Give me 5. That's a good one. Very nice. Continue. Well, whatever you do here, I'm just listening.
Okay, so The Room is now playing all over the world.
Yeah.
It's selling out. The fans are loving it. They're going numerous times. The Onion said that this is, The Room is the first true successor to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is, it's just pretty big. What do you think about that? Do you see any similarities, maybe not between content, but between the passion of the fans?
Well, passion maybe is there, that's for sure. But let me tell you this way, you cannot compare oranges to apple or oranges to lemon, okay? And I will never compare. People put me always in this spot. You're not the first one, you're not the last one. The Room is the Room. That's the bottom line. So whatever you guys compare, it's fine with me, but you cannot compare. See The Room, as you know, I always say that. So you cannot compare. What do you compare? I mean, we're dealing with a relationship. The Room is a new generation to actually see The Room, have fun with it. By the way, let me tell you this. I studied this just recently. I concluded that The Room eliminate the crime in America. Do you know why?
Because they go play football at parks. Or they go see it and they're not out
At what time?
crime.
What time?
Midnight.
Midnight. And the crime in America, what is between midnight and 2 o'clock? That's
room time.
That's the high...
Yeah. It's room time. Not crime time.
Wait a minute, Greg. Did you get the picture? So between 12 and 2 o'clock, what's happening? Because you did not respond.
I thought I said it's room time.
It's a room time, but at the same time, let me just say what I think about between 12 and 2. That's the highest level of crime in America, any country actually.
You can go to The Room and you can have everything you want. You can have some love, some drugs, you got everything.
Yeah,
right?
But I'm just saying, my point is different. You misunderstood what I'm saying.
Okay, this movie was made 7 years ago. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's
well, you've been an anniversary.
It's doing better than it was 7 years ago, and it's been out for 7 years. What do you see The Room for the future? Do you see it on 3D? Do you see it in Blu-ray? What's the future for The Room?
Greg, don't put me down right now, okay? I told you this many times. We have a Blu-ray next year, okay? And we are working on 3D as we speak right now. And what I see my vision is that 90%, actually 80, from 80 to 90% of Americans see The Room, okay? And I know it will happen. That's my vision. And as you know, right now we in the entire world actually see it. We screen in the UK, Australia, New Zealand. Norway, here you go. Thank you very much.
What advice do you have for people that are making a movie or want to make a movie?
I always say think about 20% first before you have 100. So this is not just for people who are making a movie or but it's related to anything you do with your life. You see, this is what people don't understand sometimes, that because I want to have certain stuff, I will never allow people to temper my project. As you probably know, I'm very stubborn sometimes, and that's what the room relate to you, to everyone, because better have 20% first before you have 100. And sometimes you have to be patient. So my advice to respond to your question again, think about 20, 40, 60, and then you think so far, and you'll be very successful.
I think what really you did is you put passion into your project, and I would say anybody that wants to make a movie out there, just put passion into it.
Well, thank you. But passion
And
is not
footballs,
enough. I mean, you have to be detailed. You have
and
to
roses, and Mercedes, and all that stuff.
So it's again, sometimes I'm not on the same page, but I'm happy. I have a respect for everyone. And also, I want to say it again to all the fans of the room, thank you for your support. And again, I would say you can laugh, you can cry, you can express yourself, but please don't hurt each other. Enjoy the room.
That's right.
And go to the, actually, Greg, let me say to you that you can encourage people to actually go for the screening, theroommovie.com. That's it.